Hi everyone, this is my Mom Hacks 101. The number one question I get asked on Instagram is, how do I find the balance with having 4 kids, with running a company and work? How do I find the balance and how do I find the time to fit in things like a skincare routine or any procedures like that? So these are my top 5 tips for my attempt to get that hashtag I woke up like this look. Tip number 1 is no more guessing. So I don't have time to hope that a product's gonna work for me or do what it says it's gonna do. So it's time to let go of your junk products from Sephora or drugstores and upgrade to medical grade products. Don't waste time, don't waste money on products that probably aren't going to make any change in your skin. Use good quality medical grade products. If you're new to medical grade products, you can always book a consultation with a technician to find out exactly what your skin needs and how to use it. But when it comes to skincare, you need to use something that's going to work and make a change in your skin. Number 2, fake it till you make it. So for my routine, I try and save time wherever I can. So some of the ways I've done that is I've had my eyebrows microbladed. I've also had some tattooing in my lash line, which saves me a ton of time with not putting on makeup in the morning. When I have time for it, I like to get eyelash extensions. Again, you're not putting on mascara every day. I also use Latisse, and this helps grow your lashes. So even if I am getting eyelash extensions, I still use this because it just gives you a thicker, fuller, longer eyelash to support the eyelash extensions so that your eyelash extensions last longer. I've shared this before on my Instagram, but my hack for Latisse is to not use the brushes it comes with. I technically shouldn't say this, because I find they absorb a lot of the product and you end up just wasting it. So I either go to a makeup store or a craft store and I buy the thinnest eyeliner brush that I can get, and by doing so it doesn't absorb as much of the product, and I find one drop goes a long way. It does both eyes and this will last me forever. Another way I try to save time is with hair. So I'm lucky if I get to wash my hair once a week, as gross as that sounds. So a way that I try and make my blowouts last longer, or just that I don't need as much styling, is I get an anti-frizz treatment to my hair, which just helps keep it smooth for longer. It's not a straightening treatment. I don't know exactly what it's called. I had mine done at the Vanilla Loft, but I'm sure all hair salons offer them. Number 3 is make it accessible. If I had to do my full skincare routine in the morning before I rush out the door with the kids, it would almost never happen. And when I say almost, I mean it would literally just never happen. That wouldn't be an option. So what I do is, for the products that are available in these sizes, I buy the little kits so I can get the mini sizes or the travel sizes of my favorite products. That way I can keep my full AM routine in a little cosmetic bag in the glove box of my car. So if I get to school early to drop off the kids, I can do 1 or 2 steps, whether that be toner or my daily power defense. Then if I'm sitting in traffic and I'm not moving, I can get to the next one. So this is my hack to make sure that I have time to fit in my AM routine each day. Another way that I make sure I'm not skipping steps during the day because of a hectic schedule is Teoxin Micellar Water. So I love this product because you don't need to rinse it off. So at the end of the day, if I'm totally exhausted and there's no chance I'm gonna get up and go wash my face, I keep a bottle of this with some cotton pads on my nightstand, and I can use it to remove all my makeup if I'm wearing any, and just to cleanse my face as well. I don't need to rinse it off. I can just move on to putting on my favorite night cream. This one is a lifesaver. Another way I make sure that I'm not skipping steps and I fit everything in a day is these little travel packets of the True Marine Collagen. So many of you have been messaging me, asking me how I get my hair so long, and I found what really made the biggest difference is when I finally got to being consistent with my True Marine Collagen. Before, if I tried to put it in a smoothie or in my coffee, a lot of times I would forget or just not get to it. So these little travel packs have been a great purchase for me because I have them in my purse, and eventually at some point in the day, I'm always gonna stop for a coffee or a tea, so I just have them on me. I can't forget, I can't miss it in the morning. I'm good to go. Number 4, no time for makeup. So realistically, I get around to putting makeup on like 2 or 3 times a month. So for most days, I just go to a really good tinted sunscreen. And I find if you find one that really works for your skin, you really don't need makeup, especially if you're going for a more natural look. So some of the ones that I love are the Color Science All Calm, which is great if you have issues with redness. It completely covers those, as well as treats your skin. They also have one for pigmentation by Color Science, which is the Even Up. So both of these you can sort of build. They're an SPF 50, so you're putting on your sunscreen, which you should never be missing anyways, but you also get some good coverage as well as treat your skin at the same time. So always find a tinted sunscreen you love and that you're gonna stick to. Keep it in your car if you need to. Put it on every day. If I am actually going to get around to putting on makeup, I love the Oxygenetics foundation. So this one is aloe vera based, and it makes your skin uptake 25% more oxygen than it normally would. It has lots of great ingredients in it, so it's actually treating your skin when you wear it. And not that I would recommend it, but if you do fall asleep in your makeup, I wouldn't feel too guilty about this one. My mom hack number 5 is reduce steps. So I like to reduce steps in my routine wherever I can. For me, my number one thing is I'm so pale naturally, but I'm not gonna get around to putting on a self-tanner. I already have so many products in my AM routine, I'm not gonna try and fit another one in. So for that, I love the James Read tanning drops. So you can customize your tan with this by adding 1 to 4 drops, and you just add it to any cream that you're already using, and it turns that cream into also a self-tanner for your face. So I like to add a couple drops into my day cream, multi-purpose. Now I get my tan, but I don't have to try and fit in the self-tanner into my schedule. When it comes to reducing steps, when I try to forego makeup, I found that when I did used to wear makeup, a lot of the times it was because I would get bags under my eyes, especially when my youngest was a baby and I wasn't sleeping a lot. You have that exhausted look. I would feel like I wanted to wear makeup to cover up those dark circles under my eyes. A way that I found that really helps with that is by getting under eye filler once or twice a year. So just by putting the filler into that trough area under the eye, you put a barrier in between that really vascular area, which gives you those sort of dark blues and purples because it's a very thin skin there. So it just helps with decreasing dark circles. So now I find I'm not worried about under eye concealer. And another little hack that I do, if I'm feeling that I look really exhausted, whether I've been up all night with a baby or I have a sick kid or I'm just overbooked and not getting enough rest and I have that exhausted look, I like to add a couple drops of the squalene oil into either my foundation or my tinted moisturizer, whatever I'm using that day, because just by adding a couple drops, I feel like it gives a really nice glow to the skin and just sort of perks it up a bit. So this is one that I definitely go to when I am just feeling run down. So those are my top 5 mom hacks. If you have any that I didn't cover here, please share them with us because I would love to hear them. With working and kids and trying to find balance between it all, I feel like I can use all the tips I can get. So send them my way and I hope those helped.